Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and this is... My dream used to be a model, not a maid. That is correct. The supposed last day of our main girl working as a maid. How it goes, we'll see. We'll find out today, I guess. Is it the end? Or is it not? Will we enter day 96 out of 95? Alright, let's just get to it, shall we? It's the last day I'm going to be living in this luxurious condo, and the bitter feeling in my heart is still lingering. It's as if I don't want to leave. Is it because I've grown too attached to this place? Too used to the luxurious and easy lifestyle? The unknown reason leaves me sighing constantly throughout the day. Why are you sighing so much lately? Didn't you already lift a huge weight off your shoulders recently? Don't leave this apartment you found the other day ended up being a no-go. I'd add another neatly folded shirt to the sack I've completed so far. No, it's not that. It's just other things. Oi sorts out the freshly laundered clothes and hands another one of her shirts to me. You can tell me about it if you want. Is it about getting a job? No, it's... There is no way I can tell her about my confused feelings towards leaving this place. What if she thinks I don't want to leave because I want too much of her or that I'm using her? I don't want her to hate me. To stray away from talking about my unknown emotions, I turn the spotlight to her and switch the topic. You're gonna be leaving extra early for work tomorrow, right? Yeah, I had to prepare for a big presentation. And thanks to that, I won't be able to send you off. Shh, don't be sappy. It's whatever. I say it's whatever, but it does make me feel rather disheartened. But I mean, I can technically call her out for lunch or dinner at any time, isn't it right? I have to remind myself that this isn't a permanent goodbye. For knowing how busy she is, it might as well be. Oh, and remind me to give you back the key fob. She shakes her head lightly while still concentrating on sorting clothes. Just keep it. Hey, are you for real? Why would I keep it? Keep it. Since she's so adamant on me holding onto it, I drop the issue. Well, then don't mind if I borrow your place for house parties. Let me know ahead of time so I can install soundproofing walls in my room. Wait a minute, that means I actually can? No. That's what I thought. Whoa. We both giggle at our foolish banter, only to be interrupted by my phone going off. The number shown on the caller ID doesn't look familiar, but I pick it up anyway. Hello?
Hello, is this Tanaka Akane?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Hybera from Yuri Model Management.
What a name!
And I'm here to congratulate you on successfully being chosen as our next new talent. We'd like to start the next week at 10 a.m. to get all the paperwork and formalities out of the way. If you have any questions, feel free to call this number again during regular office hours. We're pleased to have you on board.
I can't believe my ears! I finally got hired. Am I hallucinating? I can finally start my dream career! My heart's pounding so hard that I can hear it in my ears, but I quickly thank the caller. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. The caller hangs up and I jump and bounce in glee, even going so far as to pounce on Aoi and give her a big hug. Hey! I got a job! I'm in a modeling agency as a model! Woohoo! Really? Congrats! I can feel the tears of joy welling up in my eyes as I continue hugging Aoi out of ecstasy. This all could very well be a fever dream, but whether it's this or not, I'm gonna live it out to the end. After years of searching and interviews, I've finally been accepted, and my dream career is officially going to start. If all goes well, I won't ever need to work at a dumb convenience store ever again. That's the life goal. To be fair, I've never worked in a convenience store. I did work in a sports store for, if you might know or not know. I never want to return to retail, okay? That's the goal. The endless possibilities running through my head come to a stop when Aoi breaks my train of thought. Akane, you're hugging a bit too tight. I come back to Earth and realize I'm still tightly, very tightly latching onto Aoi. And maybe you don't want to stop? Just saying. Who knows?
Sorry.
However, my delight can fully stop and I end up jumping up and down. And swirling glee. I start my phone some more, still not believing that my life is finally taking a step forward. Bouncing. I'm probably growing from year to year like an idiot, but I frankly don't care. For the past 6 years, I've been waiting and waiting to the point of almost giving up. And now I don't need to wait any longer. The emotions whirring inside of me cause me to tear up as I think back to the arduous journey here. At this point, I don't know if I'm laughing or crying. I don't know what I did right, but I'm finally thriving for once. Aoi pats me on the back and congratulates me once again. Congratulations on your model debut. She sports a kind of gentle expression, adding a type of warmth alongside the roller coaster I'm experiencing on the inside. Thank you! Also, I feel like you're some sort of lucky. My praise for her gets interrupted as the entrance door suddenly beeps open, followed by the sound of a stranger entering. My eyes open wide, not knowing who in the world could have access to the condo.
It's the robber. How did they manage to get up here?
The happiness I was feeling just seconds ago instantly evolves into terror, and I turn to Aoi, asking my eyes for what to do in this alarming situation. Yet Aoi's face is nowhere near scared. In fact, she's calm as ever. How can she be calm at a time like this?
Pardon the intrusion!
An unknown voice reverberates through the house, and the fashionable woman appears before us. I like her. Her olive green short hair is kept neatly yet stylish, and she's clad in a casual blazer with a loose tank top and shorts. She's visibly tall with boyish features, and each step of hers exudes a confident aura that can no doubt make anyone fall for her.
Do robbers always look this pretty?
Oh, Chad! The stranger runs up to her and gives her a big squeeze, excited to see her. Question marks are still flying over my head, and I blink confusion, not getting the memo. The woman in question finally turns to me and studies me.
Oh, so this is the little quick kitten you picked up. She's a beautiful one.
Aoi begins introducing us to each other, but I'm still left in dark as to why I didn't know who were expecting guests.
Midori, this is Tanaka Akane. This is Mikawa Midori. She's the cousin that I mentioned a while back. I forgot she was coming over today to deliver some work documents. Sorry for the shock. Oh, come on! Am I that forgettable to you, my dearest Zoe-chan? Or it's because you've been too distracted with your new plaything? Oh, shut it, you...
Cousin? She mentioned a cousin before? To be honest, I don't remember either. I'm absolutely honest, I don't remember at all. I'm pissed at myself though. Ah, yes. The cousin that told her to move without a moving company for the experience. Ah, okay. Makes sense. Now that I look at her, she does seem to be the free and go where the wind takes you type. Nice.
Nice to meet ya, Mikawa Midori-san. Just Midori's fine.
Midori circles around me and surveys me from head to toe.
But say, Aoi, she looks just as gorgeous as she does in her pictures.
Huh? Midori wraps her arm around my shoulder very casually and twirls my hair, sending shivers down my spine.
If I'd known, I would have come to visit you every day just to see this beauty. A budding model, was it? Yeah? Aoi-chan told me so much about you. Really?
The closeness that's thrusted upon me without warning causes me to blush, while her sweet, musky perfume disses me with intoxication.
Would you by chance be single? You can't possibly with that cute face of yours. I am, actually. How interesting. I wonder, do you take private modeling bookings? I would love to book a session with you.
Her voice being so close to my ear makes me quiver some more, with each wording tingling my senses as they travel directly into me. The idea of a private modeling session catches me off guard and I got nervously while blushing excessively, knowing full well what she means. Thanks to Midori, I completely forgot that Aoi is still here with us until she rips her flirtatious cousin away from me angrily.
Stop that! You're making her uncomfortable.
Midori laughs heartily and apologizes with her hands up in the air like she got caught by the police. Sorry. Was I making you uncomfortable? No, not at all, no. Out of politeness, I reply no, but I wasn't exactly comfortable either. For not necessarily in a bad way. See, she wasn't comfortable. Midori smirks wrongfully at Aoi, in which replies with an unamused squint. You can't blame me for you. She's a cutie. I don't know how you were able to keep your hands off of her. The flood of compliments keeps increasing the high temperature in my face to the point where I can even feel the heat in my ears. Now I want to entertain the idea of having to work for Midori instead of Aoi. No. Come on. I mean, I understand, but no. I definitely would still be doing labor, except in a different way. My method is shake my head to get the electrifying thoughts out of my mind and pay attention to the matters at hand. Midori then starts examining the whole condo from top to bottom, admiring my cleaning job. I step closer and whisper for Aoi, fearing Midori might hear me talking about her. Do you give a key to your place to just anyone? No. I only give it to people I highly trust, and shockingly, Midori is one of the only people I do, for sometimes I wish I didn't. Wow, Wakane-chan! You did a hell of a good job at making this place not look like a big span. It's changed so drastically in comparison to the last time I was here. Aoi's eyebrows are scrunched and her fists are tightened and her side visibly upset at her cousin's longer than anticipated stay. Can you just hand over the documents and be on their way? Alright. Midori hands over a beige envelope from her bag and Aoi opens it quickly to scan it. Opens it quickly to scan it. Okay. Actually, maybe not. Maybe opens it to quickly scan it. Yes, quickly scan something. Quickly to scan something. No. Technically, it could be whatever. There is no mistake, basically. I'm surprised you haven't fallen in love with a connection here. She cooks for you, cleans for you, and what was that you one time you told me about? Oh right! She never you forgotten lunch to you and all. If that's not a perfect contact, I don't know what is. Oh, his face bursts into redness and she raises her voice naturally to deny any allegations in a fit of panic. Of course, Dad! There's no way I'd be able to fall in love with her. She's naggy and me so next time eyes. Not to mention she's undoubtedly not my type at all. The relationship between us is merely just employer and employee. Nothing more. She's just a random stranger. I forced to work for me in order to pay off the damages to my clothes. It was 2 birds with a stone. That's it. As if my heart was on a roller coaster, the deadly drop of the cart falls deeply, but it keeps going lower and lower, soon to crash and decimate onto the floor. My day went from joyful to petrified to miserable in a matter of less than 10 minutes. I dared not to look at her, fearing that I might punch her in the face. After all that we've been through, was I the only one that thought that we were getting closer? What happened to being friends? Was it all just one-sided this entire time? Yet at the same time, the feeling of sorrow overpowers the feelings of wrath, leaving my thoughts all jumbled. For what was I even expecting? What was I even hoping for from her? For her to jump out and say she had fallen in love with me. That's just crazy. But what is this mess of feelings I'm going through right now? Aoi's ringtone sounds and she grabs her phone from the coffee table. I have to take this. She withdraws into her room, leaving me with Midori in the open living room, which feels a lot emptier than it has ever been. I try my best to express the rising emotions inside of me by trying to take care of my guest. Do you want a glass of water? I'll go get you one. For I feel like I'm the one that needs the glass of water to cool down. I venture to the kitchen and pour her drink and hear her footsteps walk up near me. You know she didn't mean that. Right? The tone of Midori's voice has shifted from flamboyant energy to a more serious mood. Doesn't matter to me. I'm leaving tomorrow. And even if I do keep in touch, I feel like she'd be way too busy to even keep in contact. We'd just be strangers again, which I guess is what we've always been somehow. I hand her the glass of water and lean against the kitchen counter with arms crossed. I feel like I'm comforting myself, more than answering Midori with these responses. But why am I so frustrated? If this was day one, I would have been completely fine with it. Yet I'm hearing anguish over her harsh words. Why? We're just friends, roommates, makeshift maid and employee, strangers. So why? Do you have feelings for Aoi? What? My voice unknowingly raises at the bizarre inquiry, causing Midori to flinch a little. Feelings for Aoi? No way. No. But at the very mention of liking Aoi, my heart begins to race. I squeeze my fists and stare at the floor to try calming the heartbeats down, but to no avail. I think I might just stab a knife through my heart to stop the rampant beating. Ah? No? If she can't even think about falling in love with me, then neither can I. There's no way. We're both girls anyway. Girls can have feelings for girls too. True. I can't believe that I uttered the most cliche misconception ever, even if I was in a state of fury. I know. Midori crossed her arms but relaxed a bit, drinking her water. Well, just so you know, she truly Before Midori can finish her sentence, Aoi's room door swings open and she looks around for us. She joins us in the kitchen with her arms crossed, suspiciously eyeing Midori. Did I miss anything? No, not at all. She flashed a cheeky smile at Aoi, raising her own suspicion even more. Midori puts her glass down and turns back to me to resume our conversation. Aoi grabs her attention again before Midori could say a word to me. Also, why are you still here? Don't you have better things to do than your cousin? Why would I want to leave when I can enjoy the best eye candy right here? She gestures her head to my direction, looks at me with a cheeky smile. You best bet I'll be coming over more often. I won't bet on it because she's leaving tomorrow. Then all the more reason for me to stay longer today, no? As abashed as she makes me, I'll be glad for her to stay as long as possible, to dissipate the unknown feelings rampaging inside of me. But I guess it's time I make my way back. Midori wanders to the entrance way and passes by me with a wink. I'll be like my leave, little kitten. She turns back to Aoi and waves goodbye before disappearing out the door. Midori never finished her sentence. I shake my head slightly to snap out the bad mood and return to folding clothes. As soon as Aoi sits down next to me, I immediately flinch and freeze up. I don't really want to see her right now, or else I'm afraid I'll start a fight. You don't need to help anymore. I'm fine on my own. Just go back to your room. Eh? Are you sure? Yes. I can feel the anger boiling again, and I pray she leaves before it boils over. Thankfully, she leaves without another word back to her den. As soon as she disappears into her room, I continue folding the clothes sloppily, still thinking about her words earlier. It feels bad, and I don't know what to think about it. I don't want to think about it. No! But I can't stop thinking about it. God damn it!
Later that night.
The remaining hours left in the condo end up being weird, with me replying with only one word answers and sometimes even nothing. I'm sure Aoi has caught onto my sullen mood, but I'm not too certain she knows why. Because of my lack of responses, she becomes fed up with the silent treatment. Aoi sits next to me on the couch and confronts me about my attitude. Okay, what's going on? You're acting strange. I continue scrolling through my phone next to her and reply without eye contact. Nothing. You're lying. It's nothing, so just go to sleep, will you? The volume of my voice raises a tad bit higher than I intended, but I continue with the act. There is a minute of silence and I hold myself back from checking Aoi's expression by staying fixated on my phone, even though I'm not paying any attention to what's on the screen at all. Then good night. Without another word, Aoi dejectedly retreats to her room with footsteps dragging behind her. When I hear the click of the door close, I put my phone down and assess my own behavior. Is this attitude toward Aoi really justified? I mean, would be better to actually touch the topic. But, because I feel like absolute shit. I wake up to an empty house, remembering that Aoi has already left for work hours ago. The movers don't come until 10 AM, so I let myself sleep without worrying about needing to make breakfast and lunch for a certain someone. A piece of paper is left on the kitchen counter for Aoi, and I unfortunately recall last night's sore mood. I told my butler to drop you off at your new place when the movers are done packing. Oh wow. Now I kinda feel bad for last night. I leave the note there and proceed to eat some onigiri in the fridge so I don't need to take out my puns. And right on the dot at 10 AM the movers come and do their thing. As expected, their professionalism is unmatched. Moving boxes professionally and quickly. Welcome to the Japan, yeah. So as to not get in their way, I mainly stay on the couch and watch while browsing social media. Thanks to their promptness, they managed to finish in less than an hour. Mainly because I don't have much stuff anyway. The movers start packing the protective layers of company, branded boards and cloth on the floor, and I notice the closed room nearest to the kitchen. I stayed before entering, but I still have to return the credit card. I turn the handle and a surprisingly clean room welcomes me. Her walk-in closet is still kind of messy, but I won't dock points of that. But what catches my attention is that her desk appears especially neat, even with piles of documents and folders. So it seems she did her homework. Interesting. I leave her credit card on the table and leave everything else as it was when I walked in. When I make my way back in the living room, I look around the condo from the entrance hall. I'll definitely miss this place. It's okay, when I become a famous model, I'll earn big bucks and get myself a place like this. For somewhere deep down inside me tells me that it's not the condo that I'll miss most. I sigh and exit the door after one last glance and head down to where Butler-san is waiting.
Butler-san.
Are we not... We should talk with the butler, I feel like. 2.5 weeks later. Wow, that's a jump.
Yes, just like that. Another bowl, please. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. A few more, look over here, please. Stunning!
By the way, that's 99 out of 100 photographers' voice. Confirmed, they always sound like that. The blinding flashes, keys, and the photographer and they gather around. Monitor, take a look at the photos. Each photo managed to capture all of my good sides and they all turned out super well. I'm sure it would look even better once edited and published. Those are still small gigs, but I just have to continue getting my name out there and doing my best.
Okay, it's a wrap. Thank you so much for your hard work.
Thank you for the hard work. I make sure to thank all of the staff with a bow and I hurry to change out of the clothes. Manager meets up with me after changing and relays my schedule for the week. You have another shoot coming up the day after tomorrow, so free to take a break until then. Akane, you're on roll, keep it up. In no time, I'm sure I'll easily find you better opportunities in the future. It's been approximately 2.5 weeks since the day I've moved out from Aoi's place. Since then, I've been thriving and living my own life, while jobs are easily coming in thanks to my trusty manager. Who, by the way, seems like a hot lady. Anyway, it's certainly a lot busier than before acting as a housewife, but life is much more colorful and interesting, albeit more stressful. But no matter how hard I try to keep her out of my mind, I can't help but think and worry about Aoi. Thoughts like, is she eating properly? Is she cleaning her place properly? Did she shrink her shirt because she threw it in the dryer instead of hang drying it? Keep living in my head errant-free and I don't even know why. We haven't even messaged each other on Rhine ever since I left. She's probably just busy, but it'd be nice if she would reach out just once.
I mean, you could do that yourself.
For with how I treated her that day, I'm not surprised she hasn't reached out. No. She's of no concern anymore, so stop thinking about her. Stop. I slap my cheek slightly to snap out of it. She doesn't need you anymore, Akane. Akane, you get in the car or what? Oh yeah, coming. The door opens with a click and I turn on the lights to my small apartment, that's reminiscent of my old one. Still not bad. Still a pretty big bed. I throw my bag onto the bed and go to my dresser to remove my earrings and place them neatly into the top drawer. However, a big black circular shape catches my eye as I'm about to push the drawer closed. I take out the key fob that Aoi told me to keep and stare at it while all the memories of my time there float back. I subconsciously let out a sigh and flop onto the bed while examining the key fob. Why did she want me to keep it anyway? I have no use for this anymore. I throw it out, but that would be pretty irresponsible of me. Would someone be able to trace it back to Aoi's place? That's so dangerous. My fingers play around with the metal ring on it, and I think back to that day.
Of course not. There's no way to be able to fall in love with her. She's naggy and can be so naggy sometimes. Not when she's undoubtedly not my type at all. The relationship between us is merely just employer and employee, nothing more. She's just a random stranger I forced to work for me in order to pay off the damages of my clothes. It was 2 birds with that stone. That's it.
I remember the allure of emotions rushing inside of me when it happened. Now that I think back on it with a clear mind, it was a mixture of anger, frustration, disappointment, confusion, and probably everything negative. But remembering the scene again surprisingly doesn't make me as angry or frustrated anymore. Just sad. When I think about it now, it actually seemed like a very Aoi thing to do. Bursting out with her cross attitude and whatnot. It's reminiscent of when I first met her. I can't help but chuckle a bit as I recall spilling coffee on her entire outfit. The arm holding up the key fob drops to the soft bed and I scrounge through my bag for phone. Aoi's name on my Ryan's chat list has lowered to the bottom after weeks of not messaging. I open up chat log and hope that it was on because I missed a message. But the last thing is just her 3-week-old message telling me how she dreaded the big presentation she had to do. My finger hovers over the digital keyboard, wanting to reach out. Hey, it's been a while. How are you? I backspace and clear the input field. So how are you faring without me? Backspace again. I still have your house key and I want to give it back. I end up deleting the words again before I even finish the message. I let out a huge sigh again and look at the hand that's still holding onto the key fob. This is just taking up space. I really should return this whether she likes it or not. But is she even home? The clock on my phone reads 6:48 PM. She should be home by now. Do I really want to return it right now? But what if she's not home? I'd feel like a fool or even trying if she isn't. My eyes go back to the key fob that's resting in my palm and bury holes into it with my long stare. Ah, fuck it. I grab my bag from my bed and confidently walk out the door I came through 10 minutes ago. Coming up here still feels like second nature to me as I practically memorize each and every step. I stand before the big door and prepare myself to see Aoi again. Will she scold me for coming by without notice? Or would she hug me while crying, saying she misses my cooking? What chance that would happen? I still remember the stiff atmosphere and cold responses I gave Aoi during the last half of the day before I moved out. Was I being too petty? Why was I so mad anyway? That attitude was totally something to be expected of Aoi. So why did I expect anything different? I push the old thoughts out of my mind and take a deep breath before ringing the intercom. I at least have common sense not to just what's in there even if I do have the key. However, the door doesn't open. Is she not home? I wait another 30 seconds. Nothing. That's a waste of time. I really am a fool. Wait! I get ready to leave, but the door finally opens, revealing a distraught-looking Aoi calling out to me. Come in. Are you kidding me? How? How did you manage that? The familiar beep signals that the door is automatically locked, and I venture into the living room, but I don't even need a closer look to see the huge mess that is. Take-out cartons and silver bags are once again strewn across the dinner table, while clothes and papers lie on the floor and couch. Seeing the state of how it looks now seriously gives me a deja vu and flashbacks to that very first day. It's not as bad as it was, but it's clear as day that there was no cleaning done at all since I was gone. Wow, you... Honestly, I have no words. I know. Her words sound almost empty. No hint of anger, no hint of sarcasm, no hint of joy. I take a closer look at her and see some dark eye circles. Now I'm worried she might be in a huge slump again. I'm going to quickly inspect the condo, and peculiarly as I pass by her room, I notice that her desk is neat and tidy despite the fact that everything else is not. Anyway, I just came to give you back your condo key fob. I don't need it anymore and it's taking up space. Aoi's eyes open wide, with the slightest amount of interest as she watches the key fob dangle from my fingers. No, keep it. What? Why? There is no point in me keeping it. Just keep it. Having enough of her crazy farce, I ignore her request and put the key fob down on the nearby console table and start my way home with my mission completed. But before I can even take another step, Aoi latches onto my wrist and prevents me from leaving. Stay. Please. Aoi is looking down the floor with a shadow cast over her eyes. I know I blurted out some trashy stuff that one time Midori was here, and I still feel horrible about it. She looks at me with shiny yet pitiful eyes and holds her gaze, albeit shakingly. I didn't mean it. I was afraid he's like here. I panic. I don't know. But what I know is that I said some awful things that I want to take back and let you know that that's not how I feel about you at all. I said all those things on impulse, and at the moment I didn't even think about how rude and disrespectful they were. You've done so much and did so much for you helped me when I needed it the most. Until I started living with you, I never really knew what loneliness felt like, and now I can't stand it anymore. And what's worse is that I don't think it could be anyone else that can feel the void. You're not just someone I hired anymore. You've become so much more. Let's go. Let's go. And I know I sound pathetic right now, and you might not even care, but you are important to me. I need you. Not because I need to cook or clean or anything else. You're more than that to me, so I don't want us to become strangers again because... Her lips stop moving and her grip tightens while tears are forming her gaze, now unable to stay on mine. I keep my guard up and see myself from wanting to hug her and tell her that everything's okay. I give her some time to finish her sentence, but I don't have all day. After another minute of silence, I decide to officially leave. Sorry, I gotta go. With a heavy heart and heavy steps, I pull my hand away from hers, where she surprisingly releases with no resistance. I approach the door and reach for her hand, but her faint and hushed words behind me bring my feet to a hard broke. Because I've fallen in love with you. Ah! My hand that was en route to the door handle stays still in midair in astonishment at her sudden confession. Did I hear that correctly? My head slowly turns around to see if there is a crew of production staff with cameras telling me it's a prank. Except all I see is Aoi collapse on her knees, hunched over with her face hidden in her hands, sobbing softly. Seeing her crying in the middle of the room creates a pang of pain in my heart. She looks so lonely. Somehow the bit of resentment in me for Aoi has magically disappeared in a snap of a finger. The vulnerability in her voice makes all her claims to be believable and makes me think it was all just an idiotic misunderstanding between us two. It's such an Aoi thing to do. My feet mysteriously bring me back to where Aoi is and I kneel down with her, as it's nearly impossible for me to not comfort her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for liking you. I know you hate me, but I can't control these feelings anymore. Midori was right, how could I have not fallen in love with you? But if I showed it or told you, I was afraid you'd be worried, weirded out and leave me. That's why I panicked and said all those things trying to deny it. He wasn't making. My hand slightly caressed and dropped her arms to calm her, and she clings onto my shirt tightly, all the while hiding her floating eyes by keeping her head down. I was afraid you despised me after that day. I said all those things. I want to reach out to you this time, but I couldn't bring myself to say anything after realizing the things I said. But I can't keep it anymore. I miss you so much. Too much. Just please don't hate me. Please. Her sobbing is quiet, but it's the only thing I hear as... Oh, it was supposed to be quiet. Whoops. Her sobbing is quiet, but it's the only thing I hear as it woefully resonates in the dead, silent condo. The mumbled explanation lingers in my ears, causing a mixture of feelings to swirl inside of me. It's fun making me realize what this blurred and puzzling feeling that I've had all along is, and why it hurt a lot when Aoi said all those things that day. And it's also clear now that the resentment isn't actually there anymore. Just an excuse for me to hate her after that day to protect myself from getting hurt. There is no way I could have truly hated her. Because I also deep down have grown to harbor romantic feelings. The crying has settled down, and only tiny post-crying hiccups emit from her. Howie? Just from one word I can feel her body tense up and her breathing stops. She's still reluctant to look at me even after I called her name, for I can't blame her. Howie probably has no idea what's gonna happen next. But if there is one thing she should know by now, it's that I'm hella spontaneous. Let's go! I cup her wet, tear-stained face with my hands and bring her lips to mine, hopefully solving all her worries and questions. This time, this is not by coincidence. Her face is warm in my hands from the crying, and now the huge blush falling on her face adds to the heat. My lips remember the softness from our very first accidental kiss, and the memory rushes back, making me conscious of my impulsive action. But this kiss is light years different from that one night. What was an accidental, harsh impact last time is now a more natural and delicate touch. Butterflies are appearing and floating in my stomach, fluttering to my heart and increasing my heart rate. I didn't know I craved this feeling until now. It's been so long since I felt like this. When we part, I see Aoi in total shock, and her mouth forms an O shape, not believing what just happened. Akane? What? She looks like she just got transferred to another world, hoping I can bring her back to Earth. Why did you? What? Her voice is hoarse and quiet, sounding like she's about to break any second. Because apparently I like you too, okay? But since when? What? I don't know. That isn't a lie to say. I can't pinpoint when it started. But I do know that it slowly grew bigger and bigger without my permission. Yeah, it do be like that. You're not just kissing me out of pity. Why would I kiss you because of that? I'm not that mean. You're the mean one, remember? How I'm unimportant to you and how we're just employee and nothing more. Even in times like this, I can't help but teasingly blush at her and her previously regretted words. Stop, I told you I didn't mean that. I know, I'm just joking with you. She pounces on me and hugs me tightly with her chin resting on my shoulders. Damn, you really miss me that much, huh? And? Do you have a problem with that? It's a barely audible grumble, but I can still hear her tsundere side oozing out. I hug her back and the affectionate embrace feels great after weeks of Aoi deprivation. We stay like that on the floor for a while until she puts me away and looks at me with fiery eyes. Move back in with me, now! Hey! I can't do that, my lease is up for another 2 months! I'll give them money to fast forward the lease. I don't know if it works that way. Aoi gives her best thinking face that turns into a beaming smile. She stands up, towering above me with that same somewhat evil-looking smile she first gave me some months ago. Mikawa Aoi hereby hire you as my maid, where you will stay here for at least 3 nights a week, cooking, cleaning, and most importantly, spending time with me. Even in the end, Aoi makes the rules and has me wrapped around her finger with bizarre proposals. I can retell that the days from now will be far more hectic than it used to be. But I won't mind. After all, this time I'll be playing along, not because I have to, but because I want to. Not for a stranger to me spoiling her clothes with coffee, but for Aoi. I think my plan of how to stay there was a good one too for. Anyway, a month later. Although I can't move back, with Aoi because of my apartment lease, my duties as an unofficial maid require me to visit multiple times a week when I can. Today is the day where I give her the most exciting gift she'll ever get. What do you mean? Just planned, I managed to arrive at her place before she gets home and start preparing. I adjust the last bow at the back to secure the whole outfit in play. Outfit? I wonder what this might be. I've been waiting weeks for this to arrive and have been extra careful and cautious not to spill the secret to Aoi. She should be back any moment now, so I start getting ready to be on standby and surprise her right as she walks in through those doors. I'm so excited to finally do this! Speak of devil, the door opens and through it comes a tired-looking Aoi. She looks down as she takes off her shoes and changes her house slippers, unaware of me standing right there. Tadaima! Nice! Welcome home! Would you like dinner, a bath, or me? Her head automatically shoots up and meets me eye to eye, and then soon drives up and down my new risk gift to her. Whoa, 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 whoa. What in the world are you wearing? Do you like it? I bought it just for you, you know. Anyway, cover yourself up, please. You're not even appreciating my efforts. I drew hoops to plan this all out. I step even closer to her and take advantage of the open chest design. I hug her tightly, making sure my breasts are pushing up against hers and letting her fully take in the image. She sizes up and becomes as stiff as a board with her eyes still on my revealed cleavage. It's not often that people get to see this amazing body up close. Well, aside from maybe my bikini photo shoots, but that's beside the point. You should be grateful you're the only one that gets this treatment. I totally just... Dude, I think something fell down. Give me a second. I totally saw something falling down, you know, outside the window. What the hell? I don't know what it was. Well, at least it was not human-sized, so... Technically, it wasn't even animal-sized. But, how about we report some of the neighbors? No, I won't. I don't know what it was even. Anyway. But, who knew reaction would be this strong? I did not expect this at all. Your face is priceless. Maybe I should do this more often, but with different outfits. I'd love to surprise. Wait, oh yeah? Nosebleeds! You're having nosebleeds! Tissue! Tissue! Seriously, she had those. Wow. The Maid outfit plant ends up in a semi-failure, but I'm sure I enjoyed the view as much as she could. Heh. Wearing the albeit skimpy outfit makes me think back to the day I became her maid, and how our relationship has advanced since then. Maybe meeting Aoi one day really was a lucky thing for me. It definitely was. Meeting her finally added my curse of never-ending interviews and application rejections after all. Even if... Dude! Again! What the hell? Who's... Okay, this time it might have been a stupid pigeon. I hate pigeons. So they might as well fall down, to be honest. Even if the price to pay was her favorite outfit. But that's a trivial matter now. The debt is fully paid and my modeling career is in full motion and I have for still quiet tsundere girlfriend. All thanks to me spilling coffee on her. Let's go. I mean, tsunderes are great, let's face it. Whoa! That's a lot of text. Thank you for playing. Click your mouse wheel or H to hide the dialogue box. Left click again for the dogs to repeat and finish game. Feel free to skip reading this if you're not in it. So if I... Fuck! I wanted to read that actually! Ah! I totally wanted to read that. Wait, is it in the credits? Nope. I wanted to read that. Tell me it's here. Damn it! I want to read that, okay? Let's read that. In before I skipped past it, by the way. God, I skipped past it! I knew it. Okay, slow and steady, slow and steady, slow. Okay, let's calm down. Alright. We've got it. Afterwards.
Hello, it's Team ANPIM here. Thank you for reaching the end. Totally the voice of Team ANPIM employee.
Of course not. I don't know.
This year's story is kind of reminiscent of one of our previous game. I can't believe the most popular girl in school is a lesbian just like me.
Good game, by the way.
What with the long, light novelesque title and more adventurous storyline. Fun fact, all things inspired different aspects of this year's game. Akane's continuous stream of interviews and her modding dream actually came from the one and only Seida-san from the very first season of Terrace House.
I have no idea what that is.
Which patio house is based off of?
I honestly don't know. Sorry. Is it like a... I mean, I can just check. Is it a sitcom? Terrace House. A reality show. Okay.
Random, I know. We also had some fun with their names as we ended up with Tanaka Akane and Mikawa Oi, and because of how the kanji for their last name looked.
Huh.
Akane's last name had more of a squarish look resembling her plaid shirt. And Oi's had only lines resembling her striped suit. And of course their name can read as red and blue.
Okay, I did know that.
Respectively, opposites attract, am I right? We also felt like this year's game was an amalgamation of some of our previous games. The haters to lovers troop. From salt to sugar.
That was great.
Outrageous proposals. Most popular girl in school.
Most popular girl in school? Are you referring to I Can Believe the Most Popular Girl in School is a Lesbian Just Like Me?
And other characters. Secret Satiation. Love goes towards love.
We played all of those, I believe. Wait, have we played all of the games now by Team ANPIM? That would be nuts. If we did, that's amazing. Played. Wait a second. No, we have not played all of them. We played that. We played that. I think this is the first one we played, the Secret Satiation. Once Lonesome we played, it was lovely. The Lesbian we played. The way I said it sounded weird, I know. I can't believe the most popular girl in school is lesbian just like me. We played. Anywho. This one we did not play. We did not play Love Goes Toward Love. Yeah. It's something I need to play as well. And now... So we played 6 out of 7 games. Crazy. Okay.
Okay. For that was an interesting observation. LOL. We've also added a new credits page where you can find the exact link to any of the BGM used.
Nice.
People have asked about the songs used and thought this would be an easy way for people to find them.
More devs should do it like that, by the way. Or include that in the files. Because with Renpai games, it's a funny thing with Renpai games. Even if you have all the files, you don't really have... I remember with Renpai games not being able to see the audio files. I can see them right now actually with this. Weird. Well, I need to remember this and then maybe copy some of that. And keep it. For future use or something. Anyway.
People have asked... okay. Anyway, once again, do please share this visual kindergarten novel and comment if you liked it. I can't thank you enough to those that help spread our games to their friends and recommend it to all those Yuri lovers. It brings us the most joy when people love our games, especially when they're all really budget and short visual kindergarten novels. Until next time!
I mean, I kind of try to do that. Words from the CEO.
Hello, versus Uton here. Thank you again for reading until the end, and I really hope you like this one. I'm actually quite proud of this one.
To be honest, you should be proud of all of the ones you made. I loved all of those games so far. One more to go, I bet I will enjoy that last one as well.
To be honest, though, I think this story would have worked a lot better in manga from seeing that there was a whole 95 days to cover that we didn't.
You know what it would work were like? If this was a little bit of a management game? Yeah, and you have to, you know, day by day manage what you're doing. I think that would be also working. But honestly, the way it was good as well still.
Unfortunately, of course, due to the time restraints, only a few days were shown out of the 95 days. But I really tried to make it seem like it wasn't going too fast.
Yeah, it was fine.
Hope that wasn't the case, but if it was, I hope you understand. I think it would have worked really well if it was a manga, webtoon, or even just a longer visual novel.
Yeah, this part. Or, as I said, kind of management, what you do there. Let's say, morning, boom, you clean the freaking whole area. Afternoon, you cook for Aoi. Evening, you do something else, and so on. Would I like that for... Nah, it was fine the way it was.
Speaking of time restraints, though, I decided to work on this game a lot earlier than the start of the Yuri Game Jam. Thanks to this year's new rule addition of allowing us to work on our games earlier, I allotted 2 months time in the summer to work on it instead of starting when the Game Jam started. Anyway, I worked on the game in July and August, and that was the best decision ever! That game gave me more time to work on the VN without stressing over school plus the game. School, nice. Let me do a whole 5 CGs for this game! But I swear I still procrastinated while writing during the summer. I mean, I can totally understand. I'm writing the afterwards in November, and school has been actually killing me, and there would have been absolutely no way for me to have worked on a game all the while in school, so I'm super grateful for this new rule and felt less guilty about starting early. Also, it seems like I just rant about school in every afterword. LOL, I'm graduating soon, so hopefully no more school rants. Next, it will be job rants. As for the next game, yes, it will finally be the long-awaited Kaede spin-off. The story you all been waiting for. Once you guys have been waiting for so long, I feel like I have to make it really good. So, or else everyone will be disappointed. LOL! Either way, next game will be Kaede for sure, so please look forward to that. As for those that don't know who Kaede is, she's a character from Salt to Sugar, and people really loved her and wanted her own spin-off. I actually kind of miss writing a high school setting, so it'd be nice to change... a nice change of pace again! Alright. Alright. CGs. The CG that started it off. The next CG. Actually, if I click it, by the way, you can max out the size. And this. And the Maid CG. The CG that caused nosebleed from Aoi. Alright, let's end it with this one. The accidental kiss. That was a good game. That was a good game. No one can say it wasn't. It's not allowed. A decree has been sent out. And so on and so on. Like, Team ANPIM never disappoints. Also, good luck on your graduating. Unless you already graduated. Wait, when was this game released? Now thinking about it. My dream is to be model, not a mate. Because I might be very late with that. Published in December 2021. Okay, I guess the CEO might have actually graduated by now. So hopefully congratulations on your graduation. But I guess the time does not allow for making some older games. Because, I mean, November 22. Kaede is not going to be released as a Yuri Game Jam entry.
most likely will not be participating in your game jam. Okay. Okay, so that explains why the game was not released in 222, the next one. Understood. I mean, it totally makes sense, let's face it. Previously, it was school. To be fair, don't know if like high school level or we are talking university or what, but well, I think I can safely say congrats on the graduation to the CEO of Team ANPIM. If I played the game way earlier, I would probably be saying good luck with that and so on. Now I can probably safely say congrats. And I guess congrats on the job and so on, according to Twitter. But yeah, still congrats on all the games being absolute blast, to be fair. I play 6 out of 7. One more to go for. We are totally doing this eventually. I mean, it really depends on the random chooser. We'll see what's next eventually. Actually, let's do it right now. I have 45 itch.io games, by the way, downloaded right now, which is ridiculous. What's next? Oh, this might be tricky actually, because I did play this game a little bit. I thought maybe I could make it into a video. I'm not sure if I can. I won't tell you what was chosen, by the way. I'm totally not telling you. Yeah, it was a lovely story. From the accident to slowly developing some feelings and so on. I digged it. I absolutely digged it, and I liked both characters. The cousin seemed interesting as well. Now that I think about it, the cousin seemed pretty similar to a character from a game we played last year as well, which was called Scheme. And in that scheme, like character with that kind of character, god damn it. The girl with that character back there was like my favorite. Over here, I mean, we pretty much only knew Aoi, so, you know, obviously, still, it's Aoi for us. But yeah, I mean, it was nice to have a little more than one character in the game with actual design. Because other than that, it was only silhouettes, right? Which makes sense, and makes sense. With a limited time and so on, giving just a silhouette as a good thing. It's still like putting some effort, obviously. Anywho, I think we'll cut it right here, right now. Be sure to go to itch.io, because I do link the game itself there, obviously. The game username, your own price, and so on, so you can sort of support the dev a little bit as well, and spread the word about the game as well, because why wouldn't you do that? I'm kinda trying to do that by, I guess, playing it, because I also literally don't know anyone who would play games like this. Now that I think about it, yeah, I don't. Not in real life, at least. I bet nobody in my real life plays games like this. Well, from the people I know. Yeah. Well, I'm absolutely fine with that. Also, I mean, if you are at it, you might as well check out other games that are there. Why not? I mean, again, there are quite a few of those. And they're all good. However, let's cut it right here, right now, and finish the video. If you enjoyed, you can like it. You can also subscribe if you want. If you want. That's always appreciated, obviously. We'll be playing more games, obviously. With that being said, hope you will have a wonderful day, maybe dream of, I don't know, some Yuri situations or something. I mean, I would not complain. Yeah, Yuri is great. Anyway, hope you all have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow in the next game. Bye bye.